Hospital today as we commemorate today with a proclamation from the mayor, Batson Children's Day. I want to introduce Guy Gieske, CEO of our Batson Children's Hospital, and he's going to say a few words and then introduce the mayor. Thank you.
First off, I just wanted to thank everyone for coming and welcome you today. Wanted to thank a few people. One, I just want to thank all our children's leaders and everybody that's here. Without all of your work, we wouldn't be able to do what we do. So thank you, and also thank the media for coming today. It's always good to have our media members here. We have such a good relationship and partnership with each of you, and wanted to thank the mayor's staff and each of you that have come today. And you've really been great to work with since the mayor's been here. But especially want to thank the mayor, and he's got a vision for improving the care and the health of and we're doing some good work on the grounds here. But Mayor, thank you for all that you're doing, and I think this is the beginning of a wonderful partnership that we're going to have with the city, and we thank you for your vision that you're already showing, and want to welcome you to the podium. Thank you.
Well, let me begin, first of all, by saying how grateful my family is personally to this amazing institution, this amazing hospital. Our story has been told several times, and my daughter is here, my wife. I'm going to ask them if they will come up here with me, and we'll begin this proclamation piece. So, January of 2006, we found out that my baby at the time was about 9 months old, 8 or 9 months old, and we found out just by chance. My mother-in-law, who's a nurse, noticed some things going on with her. My wife brought her here to the emergency room, had her checked out, and we discovered that she had granulosa tumor. And you can imagine two young parents with a brand new baby, and to find out that she has a potentially life-threatening illness. We're able to get some amazing care by Dr. Megason. I don't know if Dr. Megason is around today, but when y'all see her, give her a high five for me. We're able to receive amazing care from Dr. Megason. That care led to our daughter having an emergency surgery a few days after us discovering that there was a mass. It was discovered that mass was actually cancer. Well, we know that story ends well as we received clearance about a year ago, I think, that we didn't have to bring her back to this hospital again. So she received the all clear, and everything is well, and I've got a beautiful 9-year-old who is thriving at APAC in their theater program, and she is full of drama. So my wife and I we wanted to be able to, we've always thought about what are the ways that we could give back to this hospital, a hospital that, unlike a lot of the hospitals that get a lot of play and coverage, a hospital that is supported not solely, or a hospital rather that is supported by the people, and in doing so, this hospital can't turn people away. How do we support a hospital who doesn't matter what your diagnosis is, doesn't matter what that might do to the data at this hospital still says yes to those children. We wanted to be able to create some kind of an opportunity. And lo and behold, folks, about 54% of the people in this city elected me as mayor. And I had a big idea in my brain. And that idea was to use this bully pulpit to celebrate and support a hospital that supported my family through a very hard time, and to ensure that every Jacksonian, every Mississippian understands and knows that our responsibility to this hospital is a great responsibility, and that our dollars, our donations, our fundraising efforts, that they should always begin here first. And so we decided that we would do a proclamation that declares a time and date certain as Blairy Batson Day. And I want to read that proclamation at this time so that you can see where our support lies for our hospital, our children's hospital. It says, proclamation resolved by the mayor of the city of Jackson, Mississippi, that whereas Blair E. Batson Children's Hospital is the only medical facility in the state devoted exclusively to the care and treatment of sick and injured children and adolescents. The hospital averages 9,000 admissions a year, and nearly 80,000 children are treated in its clinics and emergency room annually. And whereas Blair E. Batson is located in the bold new city of Jackson and serves patients from all of Mississippi's 82 counties to receive comprehensive medical care for everything from common childhood illnesses to serious trauma and life-threatening or chronic illnesses. And whereas Blair E. Batson Hospital provides care in more than 30 specialty areas, including newborn medicine, which I understand y'all have had a spike in the amount of children who are sick and babies who are sick, but they're in the right place. Pediatric cardiology, neurology, and surgery. It houses the state's only pediatric intensive care unit and emergency department, along with Mississippi's only pediatric treatment programs for cancer, cystic fibrosis, sickle cell anemia, congenital heart defects, and more. And whereas the vision of Blair E. Batson is to touch the life of every child in Mississippi and help them reach their full potential, it is the vision of the city of Jackson to ensure that the influential work of Blair E. Batson is championed and honored throughout our state and nation. And whereas Blair E. Batson has continued to make bold strides of greatness and has branded itself as a center for excellence, it is befitting that the bold new city, Jackson, Mississippi, gratefully commends the service and sacrifice of this wonderful health facility and the tenacity of every child that enters its doors to leave well. Now, therefore, I, Tony T. Yarber, Mayor of the City of Jackson, Mississippi, do hereby proclaim November 10, 2014 as Batson Children's Day throughout the city of Jackson, Mississippi, and strongly urge all citizens to become active supporters and champions of the Blair E. Batson Children's Hospital, given under my hand and seal of the City of Jackson, Mississippi, the 10th day of November 2012. Thank you. We like to present this here.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
I just want to quickly say before I hand it over that this hospital is doing amazing things even currently as it relates to care for children who are the children of folks on my staff. We've got one of my staff members who has children who have issues with diabetes, and so they're treated here. Another staff member has a child who is battling cancer, and so her child is being treated here. So I want you to know that you have the full support of the Yarber administration, City of Jackson, behind the endeavors that you are seeking to go into. Know that you can call on us at any time, and we'll committing our time, our talents, and our resources to your efforts. Thank you.
Well, and I just wanted to finally say, again, thank you to the mayor, but this is he has a very big responsibility, and you can tell from everything that he read. I'm glad you were a good reader. But that we have a big responsibility as a children's hospital, and we take it very seriously. We've taken on a new mission in the last couple years to touch and have an impact on every child in Mississippi, and we want to influence their health and their well-being, and that takes more than just us in this room. It takes the whole community, takes the whole state. We all have to care, and I think that it takes a lot of steps. But this is a great first step for us, and thank you again, and I want to thank everybody for coming.